Warning, this video contains subject matter that may be disturbing to some viewers. So let's get the housekeeping out of the way. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All of the information gathered is from news sources or an internet search, and any opinions expressed by me is just that, my opinion. With that being said, let's jump into it. Welcome to True Crime and Mysterious Cases. I have another update on the Suzanne Morphew case. I know I just gave one yesterday, but literally while I was giving that update, new charges were being filed against Suzanne's husband, Barry. Now, Suzanne Morphew is a missing mother out of Colorado. She's been missing since Mother's Day of 2020. Now, if you haven't heard of this case or you're new to this channel, just scroll down my videos because I think it was just maybe 4 or 5 days ago I did an entire overview of this case. So that would get you caught up. So Barry was originally arrested on May the 5th, which was almost exactly a year since Suzanne went missing. Now, he was charged with first-degree murder, tampering with physical evidence, and attempt to influence a public servant. So when I did the update yesterday, it was because they had added a couple of new charges. Mainly, they added voter fraud because Barry cast a vote for Suzanne in the presidential elections after she went missing. So as I was giving you guys that update yesterday, they were bringing more charges against Barry. So yesterday, which was Tuesday, May the 18th, they brought up charges of tampering with a deceased human body and possession of a dangerous weapon, which they documented to be a short rifle. This is all going on in Chaffee County, Colorado, and the sheriff's office there has been really hush-hush about any evidence that they've actually found. So all of these charges, these additional charges as well, maybe give us a little clue as to what kind of evidence that they've found. They have told us that they have not found Suzanne's remains. So as of this recording, they don't have her body. Obviously, law enforcement doesn't believe they're looking for somebody who's alive and well anymore. I don't think any of us believe that Suzanne is out there somewhere. I know we wish that she was. But let me read to you what the complaint says on these new charges. Morphew is accused of destroying, mutilating, concealing, removing, or altering his wife's body in an attempt to avoid arrest. Now, like I said, the investigators are not showing their hand as far as what evidence they've got, but these new charges tell us something, in my opinion. To me, this tells us that they believe, or they have some sort of evidence, that he has either dismembered Suzanne or burned her body, possibly even. At this point, I just don't know exactly where they're going with this, but it appears that they do have evidence, enough evidence to file these charges against him. You wouldn't think that they could do that with nothing. So, and also it mentioned the weapons charge. So I think that there is some evidence, possibly in the home, that he probably shot Suzanne and dismembered her. That is what I'm thinking. We're going to have to wait and see. Like I said, that is my opinion. But I would assume that if he shot her in the home, there's going to be blood evidence. And in the complaint, they specifically mentioned a short rifle. So if you think about that, if you shoot somebody with a short rifle inside of the home, there's going to be blood splatter everywhere. I mean, the possibilities are limitless. It's going to be on the ceilings, the floors, bedding, knickknacks, curtains, ceiling fans. That's going to be really hard to clean up. And now, in my opinion, we know that Barry tried to clean something up. When law enforcement served the search warrant on the house, they specifically said that it smelled really strongly of bleach. And his employees said that on that same day that Suzanne went missing, or supposedly went missing, they went into the motel room he had been staying in, and it smelled strongly of chlorine, and there were wet towels on the floor. Now, the motel has said they had the pool closed at that time. Nobody was allowed in it, and that they do not use chlorine to clean their rooms like Barry had suggested. He said it smelled like chlorine because the motel was using it to clean because of COVID. Well, the motel says, nuh-uh, Barry. We don't use chlorine. The pool was closed. There was no reason that that room should have smelled like that. So to me, it's pretty obvious that he's trying to clean something up, whether it be blood or some other type of evidence. But in my opinion, Barry's got "I killed my wife" written all over his forehead. And with that, I'll wrap up this episode of Case Updates. As always, thank you for joining us. And don't forget to hit those like, subscribe, and notification buttons so that you don't miss any future episodes.